Wait, why was there no intro?
I don't know.
Oh, crap.
Do we want to just roll with it?
Screw it. We're doing it.
We're live. We're
live.
Like
Hey,
WCW Nitro back in the day. Things are going to happen.
That's right.
I forgot to set the nitro. I forgot to set the intro. Oh, my God.
I love the fact that you just said I forgot to set the nitro. Fantastic.
A typo in my brain.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, at least. Oh, for God's sakes.
We're already in the back alley somewhere, so.
Yeah.
Where's the sound? Where is it? Where is it?
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, Deez. How you doing?
All right. Now we're back on board. So
in case if you guys are listening and have no idea what the heck just happened.
We don't know what the heck just happened.
So we usually have a live stream intro that plays at the beginning of these shows.
Right.
Yours truly forgot to set it.
It's all right, man. You're doing a lot. You're doing a
Okay.
lot.
You know,
You're
That's
doing
what
a
you
lot.
take a breath, okay? And we're going to bring on the power.
Yes. And embrace the Zen. And
Embrace the He-Man.
Because you didn't get a chance to do it, Dan, I'm going to tell you that you're coming to us from the lovely beaches of Long Island, New York. I'm coming to you from the Capital Region corner over here in Albany, New York. And the man in the middle, Kevin Wilson, is coming to us from the great state of Texas. There we go.
That's right. So we're introed and we're teed up and we're ready to roll here.
Oh, boy. It's been a hectic 3 days. What are you gonna do? I got a haircut. I
was gonna comment in the Patreon exclusive green room that it was looking. I was gonna be like, did you get a haircut? It was looking.
I did get a haircut, and
nice.
So you want to laugh? Guess how much I paid for this haircut?
I'm gonna guess $15.
Close, $25.
There you go.
Very close, $25.
Who can come the closest without going over?
Yeah, we priced right at it.
What was your guess, Kevin?
$18.
All right, Kevin was the closest.
Kevin was the closest, yeah.
So yeah, I had a $25 haircut plus tip.
Did this include some sort of extra something?
A shot of vodka.
Nice.
No, so it's funny because so I'm going to shout them out. Bruno's Barbershop over in Holbrook, New York. And the owner is this, old school Italian guy who came over from Italy.
Oh, wow. All right.
He came over from Italy, so his accent is super thick. And then the rest of his guys, you got a few Russians that run the shop also. And one of the Russians cut my hair. And we just ended up telling stories about, my grandmother and stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of crap going on. And it was awesome. It was a great time. And he goes, hey, you want a shot? I'm like, okay. All right.
There you go.
Thanks, Deez. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So did you introduce them to the magic that is the Seattle Seahawks?
I did not.
Yeah, do any of them
the
follow
opportunity
football?
missed right there?
I know, right? I mean, let's also understand this.
Yeah.
We are doing this on a Tuesday special because our usual recording time would be on Fridays, but because of the massive game, the magnitude of a matchup that's on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Having a great time. It's on Thursday. We're doing the show today on Tuesday, December 16th. So
right.
Oh boy.
See, you got to bring on the power because when I walk around, my wallet has Seahawks on it. Right.
There you go.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And when I go to work, my lunch has Seahawks on it.
I have the tattoo.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dan does have the tattoo.
I have my tattoo on my bicep, so I think that automatically gives it away.
Okay.
It's like, you know what? I kind of win this argument, but,
got to lead to a discussion point, though.
I mean, I know a guy I'm going to shout him out, Kyle, who used to be on the Department of BS so, on the very beginning of this program. And he has a whole sleeve dedicated to his favorite teams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he has the Buffalo Sabres. God bless them.
Oh,
New York
that alone, you got to give points for that.
Yeah.
So it gets even better. The Buffalo Sabres, the New York Mets, the New York Rangers, the New York Knicks, and the Buffalo Bills, all in one sleeve. It is beautiful.
Wow. All right.
It is beautiful.
So he likes the teams that represent Manhattan. I mean, let's call it what it is. Manhattan and New York
Yes.
and NYC, and then Western New York. That's
Pretty much.
That's his bag.
Now, the funniest thing about this whole thing,
Yeah.
he's like 2 hours away from me in a town called Long Beach, New York.
Oh man, and he doesn't even like no Islanders, no. Well, the Mets were in there, right? The Mets were in there. You said
the Mets are in there. He liked to bust my balls here and there about the Islanders until they started really winning again. And I was like, you know what, I kind of deserve it. And then when Josh Allen got drafted, I remember him. I think he texted me and was like, I don't know why they did this. And then he's actually the creator of the Church of Josh Allen.
Oh man.
So we had a running joke on this program that I make graphics for and everything called the Church of Josh Allen. And it was a PNG of Josh Allen's face on like stained glass windows from a church. It was beautiful.
Oh man.
It was awesome.
He ought to be absolutely just giddy right now after that performance this past Sunday.
Oh, he's ecstatic.
Yeah.
He's ecstatic. And he was one of those guys that I'm pretty sure he jumped up for freaking joy when the Chiefs got eliminated, which, by the way, biggest fraud of the NFL. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen. I'm going to clip this, and I know for a fact that there are certain people that are going to come after me and say, what are you talking about? The Chiefs are frauds. I'm okay. The last 2 years, they have played in several. I think it was like 80% of their wins were by one score.
At least they were last year, not so much this year.
Yeah. Not so much this year, more last year and the year prior.
11-0 a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah, in one score games. They had this coming.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
they really did. And I so fully subscribe to this because we've seen this in every sport. You win by a single run in baseball 1 year, and the next year you can't buy a win if you're in a close game.
Yeah. It also works backwards. Also, if you blow out multiple teams and then you lose via blowout, the 2015 Panthers are a perfect example because that team was destroying everybody the whole year.
Well,
and
you can make the same argument about the Broncos. The year they went up against the Seahawks, they had the number one offense in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they just got boarded.
Yeah, waterboarded,
whatever board it was, they got it.
Surfboard,
but they were upside down.
Paddleboard.
Oh, that works too. They got clubbed in the head with the paddle, though.
They got boarded with a board meeting.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm on a roll.
Those board meetings are brutal.
Yeah, that's right. Especially if there are no windows.
Oh. Did I ever tell you the story how about my entire senior class in high school picked Carolina to win that Super Bowl?
Oh no.
I was probably one of two people in my graduating class that picked Denver to win. And they were
remember that was the year he couldn't move his neck.
No, he couldn't move anything. Peyton Manning, he couldn't move anything. And I remember telling people, I was like, I think Denver's going to win, and they're going to win handedly. That defense is for real, and they're scary. And they're all saying, nah, Cam Newton's going to destroy everyone. I'm like,
Cam Newton can't fall on a fumble. He got exposed. You talk about fraud.
Hey.
There you go.
That's delightful. Well done, Kevin.
Oh, man.
Well done. Play the Old Spice. There we go. That's just wonderful. I mean, because that single-handedly destroyed his career.
Yeah, it did.
It really destroyed his career.
It did. And this is the guy that people were talking about how come the Colts didn't bring him in. Stop that.
Oh.
Stop it. Okay?
All right, it's enough of that.
That's enough of that. So
Enough of that nonsense. We don't have time to unpack all that. As John Boy would say.
we've got quite a spectacle ahead of us to discuss here.
It's Jesus, scam.
We know why Deez is saying scam Newton. She's got
because she's a Bama fan.
Yeah,
right?
she's got too much Bama in her, and also
I don't blame her.
We may as well give her the medal right now, Dan. In the newly minted Time to BS Discord, she has been one of the most active.
Yeah, she's been active. She's been killing it. Good for her.
Yeah, and she was bringing it, Dustin, when we was just Dan and I.
Oh yeah.
The other night.
Oh my God.
We almost couldn't see straight.
Good grief. It's funny. Jesus. I got the origin story of that.
Oh man.
I'm not it's obviously PG. It's not PG. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so we want to maintain our viewership here. So
right. Keep the FCC.
Which has been increasing if you have not seen that.
Oh, I have not.
Yes. So if you are a subscriber to the YouTube channel and one of the now 140 subscribers on the Time to BS YouTube channel.
That's
right. Thank you. Contributions are obviously successful and stuff like that. And the whole 9 yards. Yes, family friendly and also to quote Hall of Famer, the road dog Jesse James, this is a family show. It's a family show.
That's right.
It is. Unfortunately, because, you would think a podcast that is named Time to BS not be a family show, but it is.
Well, sometimes we like to skirt the line around here.
All right, enough, Jerry. Enough.
Yeah, we've heard enough of him up here
we've heard enough
down
of Jerry
here
right
or
now.
Wherever here we are in Texas. We've heard enough.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I'm so glad I found that sound. I'm so glad I found it. Oh man,
I could make you say that to me in the Discord as well as on the show.
This is true. I gotta make a Facebook group.
Oh,
you do. You really do.
How I made a Discord first over Facebook, I have no idea.
But the thing is, you got a lot on your mind. You got a lot on your mind.
We're building here, so.
Well, I got 3 months to my wedding, so.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's been hectic, lads. It's been hectic.
It has.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
And these Thursday night games throwing wrenches in for us. Thursday night game, probably the biggest game of the season.
It is.
Well done on the segue, Dustin.
That's right. It is
very well done.
Without question, at least in the Seahawk realm, this is the game.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
There might as well be no games after this one.
So, both teams are 11-3.
Correct.
Both teams have a tie for not only the NFC West lead, but the NFC's number 1 overall seed.
Correct. But the Rams have the edge because they beat the Seahawks head to head.
Yeah.
This could effectively decide the NFC number 1 seed in 2 days.
Yeah,
right. At least in the Seahawks realm, because if the Seahawks lose this game, they will not win the division, and they will certainly not get the NFC's number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Now, in retrospect, being what it is, whichever situation comes about wouldn't be the worst idea, and I'll tell you why. They are dang near unbeatable on the road.
So, True.
Yeah.
Now,
but still, you want to be at home.
Correct. And I don't blame you for a second, but I will also point out that I told you guys in the group chat at the Colts game, the crowd was insane.
Yeah, you said it's very loud.
The whole day.
Very loud, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see that because we all know the Seahawks have a reputation. Maybe it's the Chiefs, okay? Maybe it's the Seahawks, but they're in a battle for who's the loudest stadium in the NFL.
And the last few years, probably the last 7 or 8 years, the home field advantage deteriorated.
Yeah.
Which we've discussed on this very program.
which we did discuss, and now it's gotten a lot better.
It has.
It really has. And it's nice to see. It's great to see. You love to see these things. And you'll love to hear these things too. So points to that. But yeah, Seattle is 11-3. They are currently the number 5 defense in football, Kevin.
I've got the stats.
All right, there we go.
Bring out the paper.
We've got it right here. Okay, so defensively, they're number 4 in total defense.
And the Rams are?
And the Rams, no slouch for themselves. Okay, total defense, they're number 13.
All right.
That's not
a little bit.
That's a little low than what I thought they would be.
Well, they're 13th in total defense, but in scoring defense, they're 4th.
Okay.
They generate the turnovers.
Also,
and in turnovers, they're number 5.
Okay.
How about yards? Yards is a big one.
Okay. Well, in let's see, in defense and passing, they're 19th. Rushing, they're 9th. Okay.
A top 10 rushing defense going up against our running game. I don't like that marriage, I'll tell you.
I don't like that either. But on the flip side of this, the Seahawks defense is number 3 against the rush. And we've seen that the Lions have a 1-2 push back there. And so that's certainly great news. They're 7th against the pass. There's not a weakness except one, which we're going to get into in a little bit, on the Seahawk defense, which is going to be one of my keys coming up. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. So,
is Devontae Adams playing in this game?
It does not look that way. He's doubtful.
That's huge.
It is.
That's huge, and that's going to fuel once again right into one of my keys. So
as any Charles Cross updates
that I've not seen.
I don't know if you guys have seen anything.
I saw what you posted.
Yeah,
Cross may be hurt.
Yeah, that's not
good because that's he's the left tackle, and anytime you have your left tackle having an issue, that puts the quarterback in an issue.
Have you guys been viewing him lately? Because we talk about Anthony Bradford and being the punching bag of this program.
Well, that video that you posted earlier,
that one.
It was pretty hilarious, but spot on.
It was.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It may be just what we're used to, but I don't think Cross hasn't really been himself. It seems like this season. I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that he's got contract negotiations coming up or something.
If that's the case, then I have zero sympathy. You
got to
put that out of your mind, okay? Don't let that affect your field of play, because if it does, it's going to affect your bottom line as well.
Maybe it's the tinfoil cap in me, but whatever. What are you going to do? But I don't know. I'm terrified of this game. I'm just going to get right into it. I'm terrified of this game.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think
the Seahawks couldn't come into this game in seeing as how 11-3. They couldn't come into this game on a lower, unless they had lost that game the other night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They could have. This game could have easily been viewed differently had both teams lost.
Yeah, because the Lions put up a fight, especially early in that game.
Detroit put up a fight against the Rams this past Sunday. Now, perspective is key here. So, these are two very different teams, obviously.
Yeah.
Especially on offense.
Defensively, they're very similar, but their styles are very different. Seattle does not blitz a lot. The Rams do. Right? Would that be a fair?
That would be a fair assessment.
The Rams blitz a ton. But they blitz well too. It's not like, we're gonna blitz and then all of a sudden you get a wide open seam right there. No, they got guys there on that defense that can get to you. Byron Young's really good. Jared Verse, really good.
Yeah,
Colby
Jared
Turner.
Verse is phenomenal.
Jared Verse is phenomenal. Colby Turner, really good defensive tackle. Braden Fisk, really good defensive end. They got guys on that front seven that's like that you go, if you were on, say, Cleveland, okay, bad example. If you were on Baltimore or the Jets, you'd have 12 and a half, 13 sacks and be making like 20 or 30 million a year. Speaking of Cleveland, Myles Garrett's going to break the sack record this weekend, right?
I would say chances are very good.
Very
Anyway.
good. And, when you talk about a player who deserves to be,
On a better team.
well, yes, on a better team, but to have more exposure.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm telling you this right now. I would have traded a boatload of picks for him
Oh yeah.
at the deadline in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If the rumors were true that Garrett was indeed available, which I don't believe.
I don't
But if
buy
he
that
wasn't-
a second. I don't buy
If
it a
he
second.
was available, you trade everything for him. He's that good of a player. But point aside, biggest game of the year by
Yes.
far.
By
Yes.
far, for the Seahawks,
Yes.
this is a critical game
Yeah.
for them.
And the Rams are already in the playoffs right now. They
Rams
clinched.
are already in the playoffs, and if the Rams win this game, the Seahawks have no shot at winning the division,
Unless if the Rams somehow lose to their
which
next
they
2
won't.
games.
They will not.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Well,
Look at
do they have the Niners? Do the Rams have the Niners? After
No, they have
this?
Arizona. They have Arizona
yeah,
at
yeah.
the last game of the year. The Rams play.
I had this. I knew this was going to come up, and I had this teed up. But hold on.
Dang
And-
internet.
I'm
Load.
looking as well.
Stupid internet.
Yeah, they got the Falcons and they got the Cardinals. We have
Falcons
no.
and Cardinals. Those are two. You can just put the W on that right here.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
we have no shot. The
No,
Seahawks.
if
have no
they
shot
lose
if
this
Rams
game, the
lose.
Seahawks have no shot
Yeah,
because they'll be behind by a game with 2 to play. But it's because they got swept,
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they could finish with the same record, and the Rams would win, just like they did a year ago.
yep.
So
Yeah.
if the
And if-
Seahawks have any kind of that they want to win the division, they need to win this game. That's
They
as
got
simple as that.
They got to.
And,
Got to.
and they got to beat the Niners too, because the Niners
do.
are.
San Francisco's coming.
Yeah, they're getting healthier,
And-
they're
and
still
you-
winning games. They loom.
And you know, Dustin and you and I have discussed that.
Yeah.
And we've brought that up because they have not been healthy, even though
Yeah.
they won.
No, they
games.
haven't.
They haven't been healthy since after they played the Seahawks in week 1.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But this game, I'm looking forward to it. But like you said, Dan, I am terrified, and I know we're gonna get to some questions, but I say let's get the keys. Let's get the keys out of the way.
Dustin's on a roll today. Look at it.
Dustin,
Look at
bring
you,
it.
Dustin. Look at you, Dustin. All right, Kevin, hit us with your keys, my friend.
okay, so key number 1. Can the Seahawks score more than 6 points in the first half for the first time in 3 weeks? If they don't square that away, that's not looking good.
Yeah,
And the second key is, because the last time they played, Sam had how many turnovers? 4.
yeah,
4 interceptions. And his head has not been looking right since then. So he needs to focus in, forget what happened, and put this in front of him and lead them to, just lead them. And the third thing is, and I brought this up when they played the first time, the Seahawks are one of the top teams at defending the other team's wide receiver 1, which, of course, in this case is Puka.
yeah,
Which would put Devontae Adams into that spot, but he may not play. So you know who they need to look out for? It's Colby Parkinson.
yeah.
And they are 31st at defending tight ends. They need to do a much better job. And he's coming off a 2-touchdown game against Detroit.
Yeah. One was debatable, but yes, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. And so, a little fantasy advice right here. If you're playing for your semifinals this week and need a tight end, I would look Colby Parkinson's way and get him on your team and start him against the Seahawks. I'm sorry to say that, but the Seahawks need to keep Colby Parkinson under control because they can match up well with Puka. And so, can they? So those are your 3 keys right there. Offense, first half, let's get something done. Sam, don't turn the ball over 4 times, and defend Colby Parkinson.
All right.
All right. One thing I will also point out, we haven't had a lot of Torrey Horton updates.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything or I haven't seen anything in that regard of who's potentially, available.
Yeah.
But, geez, this scares me is an understatement.
No, it's true, and I would say, and I got a quick question for you both. I just thought of it, but first I'll say, Torrey Horton would be huge because he's another target on the field because the Rams corners are good, and they proved it the last time that the Rams and Seahawks played. They're ball hawks and they can be beaten, but they're aggressive. They'll go after the ball. But the question I have for you gentlemen, one of your keys, Kevin, was you got to shut down Puka Nacua, and to the degree that you can, because I think he's one of those players that you can't really shut him down. You can only hope to contain him a little bit. If you're Mike McDonald, do you have either Spoon or Josh Jobe shadow him the entire game?
Job's a better coverage corner than Witherspoon this season right now.
Yeah, I would argue he's the team's number 1 corner.
He's been playing a lot better.
I would agree with that, and maybe if they can put Spoon on, somehow on Parkinson some way.
Oh,
now,
that's a mismatch.
Or even Worry.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine too, but I'm just saying, because Puka, as you mentioned, Dustin, but they're good at shutting down that number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Can they keep him under control? But because then you got to look at, like I said, at the other option, which they are not so good at.
Covering tight ends.
The tight ends.
The tight end. That's been a problem for them since week 1.
And I mean, they got to watch it too, because the first time, the one thing that I'm worried about a lot of things in this game. It's my nature. I worry. But the other thing that I notice about the Rams, they are using Blake Corum a lot more now. They're developing they're developing a 2-headed monster. They used Kyron Williams like crazy the first time the Rams played the Seahawks, and they could not stop Kyron Williams early. They could not stop him. So they gotta be ready for the run because Sean McVay's he's gonna have new wrinkles. That's what he does offensively. He has new wrinkles. He has things ready to go. So I think they gotta hit Matthew Stafford, and they gotta find a way to generate a pass rush because the Colts offensive line protected a Phillip Rivers, who, no disrespect to Phillip Rivers, but he looked like he'd been eating wings while he's coaching high school football. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was using trophy case cleats, and they only sacked him 1 time. Which is
the strength of the Colts offense, as I mentioned.
Yeah,
they're top 10 in protecting their quarterback.
Yeah,
and that certainly came into play in that game.
It did.
You mentioned Stafford, Dustin. Do you know what team which Matthew Stafford had the least passing yards against?
That would be the Seahawks.
That would be the Seahawks by over 50 yards.
Yeah, they bottled him up that first game. After that touchdown, there was nothing.
So can they do the same thing? Because he went just absolute craziness. But the Lions are a different defense altogether.
Yeah, they're not quite what they were this year.
Especially against the pass.
You said you had breaking news, Dan?
Yeah, the Time to BS Facebook group is now official.
Oh, I was like, what's he doing over there?
Yeah, I was making the Facebook group while you guys are rambling. So
I know.
We never ramble. Okay, let's get this straight right out of the gate.
We would not pass a lie detector, Kevin, if that
No,
question
no,
was
we
posed
wouldn't.
to us.
So no,
Kevin, you and I both know that's BS.
On the Time to BS network? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh geez. One of the questions I wanted to ask you guys is there's been a trend the last few games.
Yeah.
The slow starts for the offense are very noticeable. Would the term be?
I would say worrisome.
yeah. Yeah.
It's very noticeable. It's very worrisome. I mean,
For
Dustin,
a team who, let me go to the stats again. The Seahawks are 5th in total scoring offense, but you wouldn't know that over the last couple of weeks.
No.
You wouldn't have known. I mean, it's
If
scary.
you watched that game a couple of weeks ago against Atlanta, they were talking about the lack of offense by the Seahawks while Shaheed was returning that kick for 100 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the spark. That
And
was
that
the
was
spark that got him going.
2 games ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a concern.
Even against Tennessee, you could argue they didn't really get it going until it took them a little bit to get going. Even against Tennessee, it was. That game was field goals early.
And if you saw the San Francisco 49ers did not have that concern.
No.
Against
they did
Tennessee.
not.
What do you think is the cause of that? Do you think it's the play calling, or is it the fact that they were preparing for this game? I think it's a mix of both, because this has been going on for the last 3 games. I think they had this game on their mind.
Of course they did.
For the last few weeks, though, is the problem. Because this has been going on for like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
It's been noticeable.
It's been very noticeable, especially the last 2.
I don't know what the cause of it would be. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think one of the causes is you mentioned that video earlier about Anthony Bradford. It's doing no favors. And
no, it's not.
And especially against the Colts, they were starting at on the 10 to 15 yard line.
Yeah,
and they couldn't generate anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I know it's become a popular trend on social media to punch down at Anthony Bradford now. There's videos out there. There's a kid that breaks down offensive line play. He does a great job. I sent a clip to you both about him doing it. I think I forget what game that was, but Anthony Bradford has improved a little bit from where he was at earlier points in the season. If you
that's an understatement.
But I do believe, I think a lot of it is, Dan, and this is reductive for me to say this, but I don't think it's an understatement to say that Sam Darnold and the Seahawks caught the league by storm a little bit when they came out and were playing the way they were. And what do we say about the NFL? Eventually, especially when let's call it what it is, the Seahawks running game. I saw a stat today. How many 100-yard rushing games do you think the Seahawks have this season? They got one.
That was against the Steelers.
Yeah, they have, and that was back in week 2. They have 100-yard rushing game. So when you have a rushing game that's not working, and we can point at the reasons all day, I think some of it's Walker, I think some of it is scheme, and I think some of it is offensive line. For some reason, these styles, they're not meshing. You've mentioned it, Dan. The offensive line blocks better when they're going downhill. Ken Walker, as much as we love K9 and we can see the talent and we want him to explode, it has not worked. But when you're that one-dimensional, and defenses in the NFL, I don't care who the team is. If defenses in the NFL, if you become one-dimensional and defenses have time to study your tape and catch up, what's working in the beginning of the season is not going to work as much anymore. And I think that's what it is.
They got to get Charbonnet more involved somehow.
Yeah,
somehow. But the concern with him is he we've seen it when he can punch it in from 4 yards out.
He
But
can.
if you're looking for, except for that one TD against Atlanta, where what was it, 17 yards for the touchdown?
Yes.
Except for that particular run, he doesn't escape.
Well,
He
he's
can
a
hit the
downhill
line
guy.
and move it 5 yards or 4 yards. But if you need 10 or 15-yard rushing, you're not getting that from him.
Well, you're not getting that from Walker either.
No, because Walker, he can do that. But the thing is, he's a side-to-side runner. I wouldn't be surprised. They signed Cam Akers a few weeks ago. You pointed that out.
I think he got waived.
Did he get waived?
I think he got waived, yeah.
All right.
I've not heard that name since
I haven't heard it because I was thinking this is going to be the game he's on the field for. He played for the team. And if he has...
Let me fact check myself.
Because I was going to say, if he has anything left, I think you use him as an option in the backfield just to see what's there because he had some spells. I had forgotten about this, but he went to Minnesota. I can't remember if it was last season.
He's still here.
And he did okay for spells when they had some injuries.
Yeah,
it would make sense to waive him with the Rams upcoming. So
he is not waived. He's on the practice squad still. I'm shocked Diggs is on the practice squad too.
Yeah, I'm surprised Quandre didn't get elevated once he signed. Who knows? Maybe he's got to catch up on the playbook because I am interested. Carroll signing, right? He was one of the last. He didn't play in McDonald's system. He was
a trade.
Yeah, he was in Tennessee, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah.
Yeah, he was with the Titans last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, Kevin, what's your thoughts on Mason Richmond? He's from Iowa. Were you high on him when the Seahawks took him in the 7th round?
Well, as high as you can get for a 7th round pick. And the fact, from Iowa, all that corn that they eat, up there and all that.
Ew.
But, so I thought that was a pick that could turn out to be something. If there is such a thing as a 7th round pick. But,
it's...
If Cross doesn't, you broke it down, Dan, in our chat. If Cross doesn't play, it causes a problem on an offensive line that already has a problem.
So I'm going to get to that because there is a certain 1st round pick that is currently the left guard. He's a tackle by trade.
Right.
Gray Zabel.
Yeah.
Right.
He was a tackle by trade at North Dakota State. Now, the good news is Gray Zabel can play left tackle, no problem.
Yeah.
It's very rare you get a lineman of of that kind of talent that can play everywhere.
Well, let's face it, if it wasn't for Cross, he'd be playing left tackles.
Yeah.
Now.
Right now. He's that good. Now, the good news is Zabel can play left tackle. The bad news is Christian Hinge is your new left guard.
Yeah.
Now,
we've seen variations of that before, have we not?
Yes, we have, because he's the guy that can play everywhere.
He's not terrible. He was drafted really high out of UConn for a reason. Because he can play. He could play center. He could play both guard positions. That's. I don't know if Cross can't play. I don't know.
That's something that you're going to want to pay attention to going into the game if he's on the injury report or not.
Yeah, which we would have to find out. I mean, game's on Thursday, so Wednesday is going to be treated as Friday. That's where we'll get the injury report. So that's when we'll know.
On it.
And that's when we'll find out for sure about Devontae Adams as well.
Yeah.
I don't see, because Sean McVay, whatever you can believe, he said that it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And if you're the Rams and he's not 100% healthy, why do you play him in this game?
No, you got to save him because either way, you made the playoffs. The Rams
Right.
are going to get up for this game because it's a division game and
Correct.
seeding is on the line.
Absolutely.
But they'll keep Devontae out if they have to.
Okay.
Because,
So I have an update. To cut you guys off, I have an update.
yeah.
Go.
Charles Cross has a hamstring injury as a non-participant.
Oh man.
Hurt his hamstring near
That's got to
the
be unexpected, though.
Yeah, you got to rest him, right?
You do. You're not gonna fully practice him if he's got a hamstring.
So we have, in terms of limited participation, DeMarcus Lawrence,
He'll
Cody
play.
White.
I have
Cody
no
White.
question. Either one of
Cody
those guys
White.
will be on the field.
He's been the biggest bright side of free agency that they've ever had.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
it's been huge.
It's him and Sam. That's
Yeah.
it.
Sam.
Yes.
And then that would be a fun for an off-season show. What's been the best trade of the McDonald era? I mean, it's Ernest Jones. Gotta
With
be
the
Ernest
free agent acquisition or trade off-season acquisition
Jones. Yeah.
or acquisition as a whole, Ernest Jones not even close.
Yeah, it's got to be Ernest Jones.
Well,
you could give it to Leonard Williams, but that was
a
still when
Pete thing.
That was still when Pete was
That
there,
was
so.
Pete's last acquisition that he
Yeah.
made.
Yeah.
Was Leonard Williams. Now, the only two players that are limited participation are Cody White and DeMarcus Lawrence.
nope.
Charles
they're
Cross was
both playing.
Yeah, Charles Cross did not participate.
Which
He's got
is-
a hamstring issue, but like it's
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been weirdly off with Cross
Yeah,
the
you
last 2
mentioned.
days.
You mentioned, I mean, in the beginning of the season, he was moving people. He was moving.
It
Now,
was.
I haven't watched. You know, I will admit it. When I am watching Red Zone, I don't see every snap of the game, and when I'm watching snaps, I'm usually not keyed in on Charles Cross. So, Dan, you watch the game. You watch line play a little more detailed than I do because you. So what have you noticed? Does it just seem like he might not be fully healthy? Does it seem like I mean, what do you think it is?
Slacking. I think he's slacking
Oh, okay.
is
All
my
right.
thing. And like
So
I
it's
don't
a
know if it's
motor.
I don't know if it's the competition he's playing against, but it's affecting Zabel too, because when one side of the line is slacking, it affects your line mate. Like
Yeah.
it's Bradford's been affecting Abe Lucas.
Yeah, that's
And Lucas has been healthy for the entire year.
he has, and I
praise
was
all
worried.
that's holy about that. Okay.
Yeah.
And so there's been plays where he's had to defend the guy that Anthony Bradford was supposed to defend.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're trying to, block against two guys.
Which
And-
that never goes well for a lineman.
No.
No.
Oh.
But
I mean, Bradford's been the punching bag.
he has.
Well,
But
he
Cross is-
deserved it though.
He has deserved. I mean, you saw the tape that this guy sent you guys.
Yeah,
Yes, I saw it, and we saw it. Actual game tape.
Yeah, he's
of
not a
him
good lineman
missing his assignment.
routinely.
Yeah.
And there's not a worse look to me for an offensive lineman to miss your assignment.
No,
I mean,
that's going to be a
there's-
big off-season question, 100%. Because clearly, they've ridden it this far into the season. They will not
right.
make a change.
No, there's not a whole. Who are we going to turn to
Yeah,
Cable do.
at this point?
Bryce Cable do. I don't know.
yeah.
Trick
So-
question.
It's true. That's true.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
fellas, anything else you would like me to discuss? Because I need to disembark.
Yes,
Because Vince is waiting.
yes,
All right.
we do. We will
Okay.
go to BS of the week before we close up shop.
Please do so.
All right, hold that thought. All right. In honor of the Heisman Trophy, shout out to Fernando Mendoza for winning the Heisman Trophy,
Indiana.
which insane that it happened. But his Heisman running mate
Oh,
from the
Oh, man.
from the University of Vanderbilt, Diego Papia, formerly of New Mexico State.
oh no.
Oh man!
As soon as I saw that, I shook my head, and not in a
Kevin,
good way.
go for it, Kevin. Have fun.
Because, first of all, if you're us, right? You're like, because I saw him play for New Mexico State. I did.
He was good, right?
And he was good. Okay, so he used it as a stepping stone, goes to Vanderbilt. I don't know how he came up with that. But he did. Okay, and built Vanderbilt to something they haven't been maybe ever. And so
Jay Cutler, but still.
Okay. So, because they were on the verge of the of going to the college football playoff.
Yep.
Okay. Something that's, you would never use Vanderbilt in that statement.
Nope.
And so you're feeling pretty good about this. And to me, Mendoza was the clear number one.
Not even close.
Not even close. And for him to act the way he did after the ceremony, and you could kind of see it when he was sitting there after the name was announced, that he was not impressed. And it went beyond, because he said, well, I wanted to win, which I get that. We all want to win. But come on, you have to have a little bit more grace and dignity to go around talking F the voter.
Oh, man. Wow, that's going to hurt his draft stock.
That's if he even has one left.
Yeah, he might have cratered the whole thing. I'm going to have to ask Ryan about this, because Ryan initially, he was like, somebody asked him, oh, who would you like out of this class as a QB prospect for the Jets? And he said Pavia. I remember he said, if I'm the Jets, I send a scout down to scout Pavia. I'm going to have to see what he thinks after this.
Oh,
because we've seen plenty of players come out and their minds unwind any kind of physical talent they have. And so you have to question this now.
Johnny Manziel.
Right.
Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf. And I was in San Diego when all of that began.
Yeah.
I saw that guy unravel right before my eyes.
God. So, speaking of Johnny Manziel, there is a certain reporter from Sports Illustrated that compared Diego Pavia
to
the one Johnny Manziel.
Oh man, no. Money Manziel. Oh man.
Oh God.
So that's if you're talking about college quarterbacks, it probably doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
In terms of talent, it's very rare.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're talking about having some kind of pro, prospects, it doesn't get more in the back ditch than that.
Yeah,
now,
that's tough.
I remember Manziel from Skip Bayless.
Okay.
When he was drafted by the Browns.
I know what you're going to go with here.
Skip Bayless, formerly of ESPN and Fox Sports, said, and I quote, I predict Johnny Manziel will be a bigger athlete and a bigger star than LeBron James will be to the city of Cleveland.
Oh, I forgot he said that. He's just farming for clicks. That's what he does. He says,
give him credit for clicks. I get that.
Give him credit.
Could you be more off the mark than this?
Oh, yeah. No,
I get that, because we're in the prediction business ourselves. We get stuff wrong all the time.
We do. I mean, it's funny because
we hit an iceberg as bad as that.
Literally, speaking of the iceberg, Titanic. But anyway, it's Pavia's career or Manziel's career. It was hitting rock bottom the second he won the Heisman.
Sure,
because in his defense, he was also like, you could also form a defense mechanism with Manziel and say, he was just distressed or whatever. He had all this pressure. I'm like, I don't care.
No,
you threw your career away.
Yeah,
Pavia is going to throw his career away with his attitude.
Yeah. Right. At least you can argue that Manziel threw his career away after he had already started it.
He also drank his career away. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing
true.
too.
But like I said, that happened after he was drafted.
Yeah.
He
there
didn't go down the ditch like Pavia has done before he even gets in the NFL.
which is impressive.
It is.
Well, yeah, I will say, though, there has to be some accountability on Texas Tech based on what I saw of the Johnny Manziel Untold documentary. He says
A&M.
in that, or
Texas
A&M,
A&M,
sorry.
yeah.
Texas A&M.
Too many
sorry.
schools in Texas.
Yeah,
there are.
but
I
there
can
has to be
verify this
some-
information.
yeah, that's true. There
Yeah.
has to be some accountability on them, though, because in that documentary, Johnny Manziel, he says I was showing up hungover or drunk to games, and the coaches would be like, "Get on the field, Johnny. Do what you do."
Unbelievable.
So you gotta you don't know how much of that is. You don't know what if Johnny's diverting some of the blame from himself. You don't know if there are some coaches that tried to step in, but it pretty much from what I remember, it was kind of like the coaching staff. It was kind of like this secret. Everybody knew Johnny was going off the rails, but as long as he could show up and run and do the money sign and win games, he's on the field. He's doing it. And that's not going to work in the NFL.
No.
You can't win based solely on athleticism in the NFL and being
Not
able
at
to
all.
throw. Johnny could throw the ball, but he wasn't reading schemes.
No.
Well, it's hard to do that when you're, got a
Plastered.
you got a bottle in your car.
Yeah.
Or 7 bottles in your car.
As
Anyway,
the case may be.
I know Kevin's got to run. So
I
we got
gotta
final
go,
thoughts?
gentlemen. So,
Yeah.
All right.
hopefully we will enjoy this game. So we'll see. And my prediction, though, the Seahawks are going to win this game.
Yes.
All
The
right.
Seahawks are going to win this game. I'm going to say 20-17.
I'm on the Kevin boat too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a nail biter as well. I'll go 2017. We'll make it a clean sweep here.
Death by
Sounds
field
good.
goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're
All
out
right,
of here.
gentlemen.
Later, guys.
See ya.